Hey everybody, Real Estate Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Got a very important story, and it's because it's a regional story. This is out of Colorado Springs, but it's very important that everyone around the country hear it because these stories are popping up all over the country, and I want to draw some parallels to what I went through in 2006 and 2007, all right? So even though it says Colorado Springs, replace that with your area, and I get it. There are people all around the country that say, oh no, Ninja, not in my area, you don't get it. Well, let me explain something real quick. My county where I live in has some of the tightest real estate in the country. When I mean tight, I'm talking about the inventory is tight. Literally, right now we have the fewest homes per square mile, even compared to other areas that are as populated as ours, anywhere in the country. We have the highest gasoline in the country. We have all kinds of crazy tightness right here, okay? So when you're saying, oh no, not in my area, trust me, I get it. My area is like that too, but I am seeing days on market extend and price dropping. End of story. So even though people think that, oh no, I have very little real estate in my area, so I'm not going to be affected. My area was this tight in 2006, and yet I still saw a 40% decrease in the value of the home that I lived in from 2005 to 2012, okay? So it's gonna happen all over the country. Some are gonna be worse than others, but people need to understand that, and that's why I wanna give you a story with an example like this out of Colorado Springs that is a great barometer for what's going on. Because if you've lived in Colorado Springs, you know that that market has been super, super impressive. It is just skyrocketed in the last 4 to 5 years, but now the tides are turning and it's coming out. More of the truth comes out in the regional newspapers and news stories than in the big mainstream media, okay? So here we go. This is out of the Gazette, the Colorado Springs Gazette, and it's entitled Colorado Springs Home Sales, Prices, and Construction Falls Again, New Report Shows. It says the Colorado Springs area housing market remained in a funk last month. Excuse me, isn't that funny? And they use all these words. Something wrong here. It's more of a funk. It's not just things are going bad. They're going to get a lot worse. But people are always trying to put like fun names to things because they just don't understand. Like, wait a minute, it's been strong all the time. Now something's wrong. It's just a funk. So it's been in a funk last month as home sales, prices, two different things, and construction fell again. Two industry reports show. In April, sales of the Springs area single family and patio homes totaled a little over 1,000, about 1,090, a nearly 27% drop from the same month last year. According to a Pikes Peak Association of Realtors market trends report released last week, home sales now have declined for 11 straight months. It's also taking longer to sell homes, which spent on average of 39 days on market before selling in April, the report shows. That's more than 3 times longer than a year ago, when homes spent an average of 12 days on market in April of 2022 before selling. The median price or midpoint of homes that sold in April declined 5.3% to $459,000 from $484,000 in April of last year. The association's report showed year-over-year prices now have fallen 4 of the last 5 months, which followed an 8-year streak in which prices increased every month during that span. Now, it's so important, I'll take a break from this real quick to explain, it's so important that you know exactly where we are in the cycle of real estate. I've done a couple of different videos in the real estate course, and I've done videos explaining little points about it on this channel. Okay, because once you understand and you see the signs of the times, and I'm able to show you where we are now, where we're going to be in a few months, and where we are a year from now, and you see those, what it does is it saves you so much money and so much heartache that because you simply, excuse me, didn't act. Sometimes not acting is as important as being aggressive and acting, right? When we're on the right side of the cycle. Meaning also, I'll put a 70% off link to the real estate crash course down below if you'd like to go check that out. And also to everybody that bought the course, I do have another video that just hit the course. I think there's like 28 videos now total on that. Now check this out. Colorado Springs housing market. Here's the question. Are we stalled in 2023 or ready to get back on track? The supply of homes listed for sale totaled 1,590 at the end of April, which was almost 2/3 higher than during the same month last year. According to the Realtors Association report, The latest figure translates to a 1.5 month supply of homes available for purchase based on the number of listings and the recent pace of sales. The supply of homes for sale, however, still is historically low according to the data maintained by the Gazette. Now that's the one point that people cannot get past. And it blows my mind because they always say, Ninja, yeah, okay, all right. Homes are staying longer on the market. Homes are selling for less. Okay, we get that. But we're still in a housing shortage, and this is what you need to understand. The first phase of a housing shortage, and I explain this in the course as well in much deeper, much broader content or deeper. In the beginning of a housing shortage, it's simply because people that were never home buyers and never even aspired to be home buyers, all of a sudden saw people making money, and then interest rates are low enough they went, oh my gosh, I could buy right now and the payment be the same price or less than my rent. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do it. And that's that first phase of a home shortage, right? Because those people buy up a bunch of inventory. The second phase of the housing shortage is this. Man, it's dry out here. Is when all of a sudden there's no inventory and there's still that pool of buyers. And I'm sorry to say, I call them the dumb money because they just don't get what's going on. And they're running around and going, look, we have a housing shortage. There's just not enough supply. Well, there is enough supply. You want to know why I know that? Is because days on market extending. See, if days on market never extended and the pool of buyers kept buying up homes and it was still a super tight market, I could see that. But just because homes are historically low, the homes available for sale, the reason why is because people literally do not have enough money to sell their house and go buy another house. That's it. You're at the top, you're at the peak, it's now starting to crash. That is how you know the difference. And once people understand that, they become such more prudent, intelligent, educated investors. And they pull back a little bit and they wait and they let all the chaos come. The next phase of this housing shortage is when all of a sudden a bunch of houses literally overnight show up on the market because people are now 30, 60, or 90 days past due on their mortgage because they've lost their job. And if you haven't been paying attention to the market, literally thousands and thousands of jobs a day are being lost right now in America. And it's gonna get worse into this year. So that's why I want people to understand where they are so that we all pounce at the right time. So it says here, permits issued for the construction of single-family detached homes in El Paso County, excluding townhomes and condominiums, totaled 203 in April. That's a 48% decline from 393 permits issued in April 2022, according to Pikes Peak Regional Building Department report. Single-family permits now have dropped for 10 straight months, year-over-year basis. You know why that is so awesome and significant information? And it's happening all around the country. Because they're like trying to show you, oh, it's because there's a housing shortage. No, the builders can't get the loans to build the homes. That is going to exacerbate this crisis. You see, just because there's a handful of people running around wanting to buy homes, they're pulling back. Days on market is extending. And inventory is also expanding. Yes, I get it. It's not normal because last year and the year before we had all these booms. The exact same thing happened in 2006, 2007, and then in 2008. The exact same things. You can't make this stuff up. We're moving into the greatest time for a real estate crisis in history, and I want you to be ready. Guys, I hope you got something out of this. I'm gonna put the 70% off link to the real estate crash course below. I hope you have an awesome day. The Real Estate Ninja is out.